Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to receive important financial updates faster than anybody else.
Friends, welcome to another video on your channel Profit and Equities. In this video, we'll be talking about 6 stocks which Vijay Kedia has put forward as the ones which will lead India's next bull run. He also mentioned during the same interview that the market looks fully priced and that he would wait for the right opportunity to go ahead and pick stake in various stocks. He also mentioned that the next bull run in the market will be led by banking stocks. Now friends, if you have not already become members on Profit and Equities, please click on the join button below and follow the steps. This will entitle you to member-only privileges on Pi. These include privileges like being included to Profit and Equities, dedicated WhatsApp group for members where we discuss stocks and a lot of new market developments. Also, if you like the content that we produce on our channel, please don't forget to like these videos, share these videos, and if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please click on the red subscribe button below. This will help you get notified whenever we upload any new video. Also friends, we are providing the link to the source interview for this video in the description section. Please go through it to build more conviction around your investment decision. Please watch this video to know more about these stocks. Now the first stock on the list is DCB Bank Limited, which is available at Rs 233.65 and the face value for it is 10. The symbol for it is DCB BANK. Now DCB Bank Limited is a scheduled commercial bank. The bank's segments include treasury operations, corporate and wholesale banking, retail banking and other banking operations. The bank has approximately 200 branches and approximately 410 ATM centers. Now, as is evident from the one-year chart, post a consolidation towards the beginning of the year, the company has been on a slow uptrend, which seems to indicate a change in fortunes for this company. The company is a mid-cap with a market capitalization of 7,236.20 crores. The EPS of 10.51 translates into a price-to-earnings ratio of 22.23, which is much cheaper when compared with the industry price-to-earnings ratio of 35.55. The book value of 92.68 translates into a price to book ratio of 2.52, which is slightly expensive for a bank. The company has a debt to equity of 0.8741, whereas the return on equity for this stock is 0.1099. The company's dividend yield is 0.43%, whereas the promoter holding stands at 14.94%, out of which nothing is pledged. Now total debt on the books of this company is 2723.2 crores. Whereas its 52-week high and low stands at 236.80 and 139.85 respectively. Now speaking during the television interview from where we have gleaned this information, Vijay Kedia also disclosed that he already holds this particular company. Now the second stock on the list is the Federal Bank Limited, which is available at Rs 105.70 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is FADERALBNK. Now the Federal Bank Limited is a banking company which operates through 4 segments, that is treasury, corporate or wholesale banking, retail banking and other banking operations. It operates over 1250 branches and over 1520 ATM machines. Now as is evident from the one-year chart and following a similar trajectory to DCB, this company was also not doing much towards the initial part of the year, but since then has begun a very slow uptrend. The market capitalization of the company is 20,984.94 crores, which means that this company is a large cap one. The EPS of 6.27 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 16.86, which is dirt cheap when compared with the industry price to earnings ratio of 35.55. The book value of 61.81 also translates into a decent price to book ratio of 1.71, which is not wildly expensive. The company has a dividend yield of 0.95%, whereas the original promoters of the company do not hold any stake. The 52-week high for the company stands at 106.95, whereas its 52-week low is 67.05. Now on the interview, Vijay Kedia was asked whether he would still like to buy this stock after recently the earnings did not meet expectations, to which he replied that even though he did not have it currently, but he would be okay with buying it fresh. Now the third company on the list is RBL Bank Limited, which is available at Rs 667.50 and the face value for it is 10. The symbol for it is RBLBANK. Now RBL Bank Limited is a banking company engaged in providing a range of banking and financial services including commercial banking, retail banking, agriculture finance and financial inclusion, treasury operations and other banking related activities. As is evident from the 1-year chart, this company went on a slow uptrend towards the initial part of the year, then had a fall, but since then has again resumed an uptrend. The market cap of the company is 28,505.00 crores, which means that this company is a large cap one. The EPS of 20.30 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 32.88, which is largely in line with the industry price to earnings ratio of 35.55. The company's book value of 176.68 translates into a price to book ratio of 3.78, which is on the higher side. The company has a debt to equity of 1.8402, whereas the return on equity for this company is 0.1220. The dividend yield here is 0.31, whereas the original promoters of the company do not hold any stake. Total debt on the books of the company is 7,979.8 crores, whereas its 52-week high and low stands at 691.45 and 438.20 respectively. Now, even though this stock may look expensive, the positive thing about this company is growing at a breakneck pace, and this provides some cushion against the high valuations. Now, the next company on the list is City Union Bank Limited, which is available at Rs 212.60 and the face value for it is 1. The symbol for it is CUB. Now, City Union Bank Limited is a banking company. Its segments include treasury, corporate and wholesale banking, retail banking, and other banking operations. It offers personal banking, corporate banking, and non-resident Indian banking services. Its online banking services includes utility bill payments, mobile banking, online shopping, and railway ticket booking. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, this company had a spike after about a month or so of the start of the year but could not sustain it. However, after that, it has again resumed an uptrend. The company is a mid-cap with a market capitalization of 15,615.49 crores. The EPS of 9.30 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 22.86, which is dirt cheap when compared with the industry price to earnings ratio of 35.55. The book value of 48.41, however, translates into an expensive price to book ratio of 4.39. The company has a debt to equity of 0.0993, which is positive for a private bank, whereas the return on equity for this company is 0.1517. The dividend yield here is 0.14, whereas the original promoters of the company do not hold any stake. Total debt on the books of the company is 480.9 crores, whereas its 52-week high and low stands at 223.69 and 157.10 respectively. Now, the fifth stock on the list is State Bank of India Limited, which is available at Rs 355.35 and the face value for it is 1. The symbol for it is SPIN. Now, State Bank of India Limited provides a range of banking products and services to personal commercial enterprises, large corporates, public bodies, and institutional customers. Its geographical segments include domestic operations and foreign operations. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, this company has also followed a similar trajectory to those of the previous stocks and has basically been on a slow uptrend for the entire year. The market cap of the company is 3,17,136.07 crores, which means that this company is a huge large cap. The EPS of 2.58 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 137.73 when compared with the industry price to earnings ratio of 144.88. Now, here it is imperative to mention that these companies are just turning around after some very poor times, and hence the price to earnings numbers are a bit skewed. The book value of 239.57 translates into a price to book ratio of 1.48, which is not wildly expensive. The company has a debt to equity of 1.7644, whereas the return on equity for this company is 0.0099. The company has not paid out any dividend in the recent past, whereas the promoter holding for this company stands at 57.92%. Out of this, nothing is pledged. Total debt on the books is 4,13,747.7 crores, whereas its 52-week high and low stands at 364 and 247.40 respectively. Now, the last stock on the list is ICICI Bank Limited, which is available at Rs 431.75 and the face value for it is 2. The symbol for it is ICICI Bank. Now, ICICI Bank Limited is a banking company engaged in providing a range of banking and financial services, including commercial banking, retail banking, project and corporate finance, working capital finance, insurance, venture capital and private equity, investment banking, broking, and treasury products and services. The bank's business segments are retail banking, wholesale banking, treasury, other banking, life insurance, general insurance, and others. It has a network of approximately 18,210 branches and automated teller machines. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, this company has been on a beautiful uptrend and a lot of wealth has been created for the holders of this stock. The market cap of the company is 2,78,422.76 crores, which means that this company is a large cap one. The EPS of 5.22 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 82.71, which is much more expensive when compared with the industry price to earnings ratio of 35.55. The book value of 177.07 translates into a price to book ratio of 2.44, which is slightly expensive for a bank. The company has a dividend yield of 0.35%, whereas the original promoters of the company don't hold any stake. The 52-week high for the company stands at 433.55, whereas its 52-week low is 256.50. Now, speaking on the same television interview, he said that ICICI could take part in this rally, but he was not absolutely certain that it would. So it pays to be a bit careful about the prospects of this company. Now, the good thing is that a lot of the bad news is out of the way, and hence what remains is the prospect of a good performance. Now friends, please don't consider this to be a recommendation on our part. Please go ahead and do your own research. Please also go through the source for the content of this video in the description section. This will help you build more conviction around your investment decision. Also friends, if you like the content that we produce on our channel, please don't forget to like this video, share these videos, and if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please click on the red subscribe button below. This will help you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Also, if you are not already a member, please click on the join button and follow the steps. This entitles you to member-only privileges on profit and equities. This also means that members are added to our dedicated WhatsApp group where we discuss a lot of stocks and also do portfolio review, specific stock analysis, etc. Thanks for watching and you have a great weekend ahead.